I'm sorry it's been forever since I posted a video. The last couple months have been kind of hellish. Some shit went down in my life that I didn't really need or want. So I finally felt the desire to post a video again. It's been like 4 million years. I'm not gonna go into detail on what happened, just know it sucked. So, in other news, Roll Up the Rim started again. Who's excited? I drink way too much caffeine. Oh, speaking of Tim Hortons, I was in a Tim Hortons the other day and I heard the greatest thing in the world. There was like a guy there and he was trying to get it. He wanted a Boston cream donut. He's like, do you have any Boston cream? She's like, no, but we have the Valentine's Day donut. And she's like, it's like a Boston cream, but it's raspberry filled. And I'm like, that's nothing like a Boston cream. Boston cream has the cream stuff and raspberry filled donut has raspberry. That's not the same at all. Why would you even offer that to him? That is not an equal exchange. You're an idiot. So, the other day I picked up Women's World magazine only because I have to make them organized at work. I have magazines, they must be organized. I picked it up and was like reading the articles on it. And first off, Women's World, I don't understand what your plan is here, but had an article about walk 15 pounds off fast. And then underneath it said, world's most decadent chocolate cake recipe. That's counterproductive. That's not doing anyone any favors. You're basically saying, make this chocolate cake recipe, but don't get any weight from it, but stay the same. Also, on the front of this magazine was Paula Deen. Now, I've watched Paula Deen. I don't really care for a cooking show because I don't need that much butter in my diet. But why do you pick such frightening photos? She's like all demon-eyed and like looking at the camera like this, and it scares me with his giant smile. I'm like, I'm gonna have nightmares about this. Come on. I don't know. It freaked me out. I don't know if you've seen it. If you get a chance, look for Paula Deen in like the magazine racks. You can't miss it. So I have to confess, I watched all the Twilight movies that are out so far in the span of 3 days. Now I didn't hate them like I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to be like, this is stupid. There were some parts where I was like, this is stupid, but it wasn't the worst thing I've ever watched. The first three were like, yeah, they're okay, and the fourth one kind of like blew my mind. The first half's all like nice and pretty. Okay, before I go on, if you have not seen the Twilight movies and plan on seeing the Twilight movies, don't watch this anymore because I'm probably going to ruin a bunch of stuff, so either watch or don't, I don't care. Anyway, the first half of the movies are like pretty fun, wedding, gorgeous, vampires, whatever. The second half goes into like horror movie mode, where I've seen horror movies that are less frightening, and this is like a PG rated movie. The whole other half's just effed up. She gets pregnant with like a demon child, vampire child. And if you guys are huge Twilight fans and you correct me, I'm going to punch you in the face. Like, come on. I don't care what, just deal with how I'm explaining this. And then she gets pregnant with this child, and the child's like draining the life from her, and she gets all like crazy looking, freaky, skinny.
Fetus isn't compatible with your body. It's too strong and fast growing. It's crushing you from the inside out.
Disgusting, kind of scary looking girl. And the final, like, I think like half hour of the movie, it's her, and she's like turns around and like her back breaks from malnutrition, and she goes on a weird angle and like falls to the floor. Then Edward and Jacob are together trying to help her, and the baby's coming, they don't know what to do, so they have to like cut her open, but the scalpel doesn't work, so Edward has to like bite the baby out, and then they get the baby out, and then she dies. So it's like the scene where we're seeing through her perspective of Edward holding the baby, there's blood everywhere, they're freaking out, she dies, and then Edward grabs like this giant needle and stabs her in the heart with his venom, and then she doesn't wake up, and then he starts biting her everywhere. It was frightening. I'm like, I've seen horror movies that are less scary than this. What is going on? I think it's rated like PG-13. I'm like, 13-year-olds shouldn't watch this. I was legitimately kind of grossed out seeing this malnutritioned, I don't even think that's a word, this girl that's like nothing, invisible, and breaking her back. Holy crap, this is the worst part, watching her body fall at a weird angle. But anyway, as a horror movie fan, it was pretty good. I will eventually read the Twilight books, probably, but just because there's parts that I feel like they need more explanation, and I feel like the books will serve their purpose there. Buffy vampires are still the best. Buffy is my favorite. Twilight's like low on the totem pole scale thing. So that's it for this video. I have nothing else really to talk about today. I actually have a lot to talk about, but I don't want my video to go over 9 minutes or 8. I prefer to try to keep them under 6. Sometimes that does not work, but yeah. So have a good day. Hopefully now I'll post a little more often. I hope. Yeah. But anyway, have a good day, everyone. Bye.